Welcome back to my channel. My name is Felicia. For those of you that are tuning in for the very first time, welcome, and I'm delighted to have you here today. In today's video, I am participating in a summer open collaboration that is hosted by Antoinette at Decorating's Aunt's Place and co-hosted by Janie and Diane of DecoEasy. Now, the theme of this open collaboration was entitled, Aren't You Glad It's Summer? Ha ha, do you get the pun in that? So when I saw this Antoinette's vignette, I wasn't quite sure if I could pull it off because I typically don't decorate with orange in the summertime. My thing are lemons. And so I basically break out all the oranges during the fall season. But you know what? I like challenges. It's fun. And so in the background, you can see some of the items that I have here that I am going to be using. And so without further ado, let's jump right in. Now, before we create this vignette, I'm just showing you this little whimsical looking little vessel that I have that looks like a faucet with a bucket and with some little feet. And we're going to do a quick DIY with this little vessel here. And as you can see, I have in my foam there. And I'm just going to fill this full of greenery. So I'm going to go ahead and green this really well. And I'm going to use some dark green boxwood to get that done. Stay tuned. Now, this is some of the greenery that I'm going to be using. This is actually an ivy garland that I'm going to be using. But to green the bottom of this vessel, I'm actually going to be using this dark green boxwood. So I'm just going to simply start by adding in my pieces until I get the base of this filled in. So stay tuned. So now I have added in my boxwood to this base of this vessel here. And you still can see some of the white part, but I'm not too much concerned about that because by the time I add everything into this, it's going to be pretty much covered. Okay, so I'm just going to add in this little different yellow piece right there just to give it some visual interest. And so stay tuned. So now I'm just showing you that I added in another type of boxwood. As you can see, this little light green here. And it's pretty much filled everything in that you can barely see the white. And so now we're going to move on to the next thing. And this is going to be the basket that I am going to be using. It is very large and it's oval shape, and that's going to act as the bottom of my vignette. So I'm just going to place that right there, okay? And then I'm just going to bring this vessel back and I'm going to sit that kind of at an angle, kind of diagonal, okay? Just like that. All right, let me bring you over so you can get a good look at this. And this is what this basket looks like. It has two handles on it. So it makes it portable, so I will be able to move things around. Okay? And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add in my garland here. And I'm just going to basically just drape this around the base of the basket, and I'm just going to let it flow freely because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this be a centerpiece on my kitchen island here. And I just love working with this type ivy garland because it looks so realistic, and we have this growing in our backyard. So stay tuned. So now I've added in my garland, and doesn't that give this basket a very rich look? As in, when I say rich, I'm talking about more of a realistic and from a textural perspective. And I just like how this flows and fills in so naturally. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add in my sign that I've already made that says oranges 25 cents. And I'm going to place this sign in the back. So stay tuned. Okay, so we've added in this sign. So I decided to go ahead and place this sign within the vessel, because when I tried to put it in the back of this basket, you couldn't see the writing here, and I just wanted the whole word to be seen here. So now we're going to go ahead and add in some more texture to this vignette, and I'm going to bring in these lovely miniature mums, and I'm also going to go ahead and add in my oranges. So I'm just going to simply place an orange, no rhyme or reason of how it's being placed. I'm just going to stick an orange up there, and I'm going to stick some down here and just kind of look like they're spilling over. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in these beautiful miniature mums. So I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so now I have added in all these adorable little miniature mums here, and boy, don't they hiding up this whole vignette. I mean, with the vibrancy of the orange, a different variation between the actual orange texture of the fruit. And so the next thing I'm going to add in another layer to this vignette, I'm going to add this little adorable bird to this vignette, and I'm just going to place him right into there at an angle. I think that's cute, don't you? And I'm just adding this another layer in here. And I think I want to add one more item. I'm debating about adding this item, but stay tuned. And so this is the last and final item I'm going to add to this vignette. And this is a sign that I made. And I'm just going to, I made it off camera, but I'm just going to place it in here. I don't know whether I'm going to put it like that or like this. So let me see. I think it's going to go right into there. And I think it ties in all the different variations of the orange. And I think I like it. And I think that we have completed this vignette. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take you in for a closer view, and this will be the end of this video. Oh, I decided to add this candle as well because I like the orange butterflies, and I thought this would be a beautiful addition to this vignette. So now I am going to officially take you in. I'm going to light this candle and give you a final view of this vignette. Antoinette at Decorating's Aunt's Place, and the co-host, Janie and Diane of DecoEasy, for hosting this wonderful collaboration. Now, I will leave the playlist in my description box. I encourage you to go over and visit all the other contributors in this summer open collaboration. And if you're watching my channel for the very first time, thank you so much for stopping in. Please hit that subscribe button, give me a big thumbs up, and share my video. So guys, until the next video, happy decorating. Bye-bye.